I Cannot Reach You, Volume 1 Review. I Cannot Reach You has been following the day-to-day confusions and misapprehensions that arise when two boys, best friends since childhood, realize that something has changed between them. They did not have a clue as they what to do about their feelings. At the end of Volume 4, Yamato hugged Kakeru, saying, "I'm gonna work so much harder, so you like me back, so it's not unreasonable for readers to expect the next chapter to follow through." But instead, the spotlight falls on Mikoto, Yamato's younger sister. The siblings are very close. We learn in the flashback at the end of the volume that this is because they're in a single parent family, cared for by their working mother, although this is not the whole story by any means. It's interesting to see events from Mikoto's perspective, although as the chapter revolves around the hair accessory which Yamato brought back for her from Kyoto. You only observe her with her peers, and one cheerful boy in her class who undoubtedly was feeling for her by the docents who quite know how to express them. We also see, again, that Yamato's classmate Hosoda has a more than passing interest in her, but Hosoda likes to steer things up. We experienced this already with Yamato and Kakeru on the school trip, so this is a positive development, or should alarm bells by ringing. Meanwhile, Christmas is fast approaching and Yamato and Kakeru's class is planning a Christmas party. The unsuitable implications is that anyone not attending this is going to be on a romantic date, so it's only those who don't have significant others who will be going along. Cue a major misunderstanding when Kakeru says he's not going, which makes Yamato jump to the wrong conclusion and says he's not going either. We even shown that the misunderstanding is cleared up, and they agree to go out together to the cinema on the day. Kakeru is so agitated at the prospect of going on a date with Yamato that he spends a sleepless night with inevitable consequences. One of the favorite themes in romance manga is that of the childhood friends who go from being friends to lovers. Sometimes this happens after a long time gap. Sometimes these stories portray the relationship changing while the two are still at school together. It is the case when I Cannot Reach You. But what kind of future can such a relationship have been when one of the two is more committed than the other? Or is it the case here? Is more sure of his own feelings. Looking back over the last 5 volumes, a picture emerges of a slow companionship that is slowly disintegrating because the two friends no longer share the same goals. Yamato, now the taller and possibly the more emotionally mature of the two, knows what he wants, commitment for Kakeru, but Kakeru lacking in self-confidence, and maybe just not ready to commit to a romantic relationship, constantly ducks out, runs away, disappears whenever Yamato makes a move. The flashback chapter number 27, the day it started, takes us back to a time in elementary school where Yamato was a silent loner, but the pick on my other boys for being a gloomy and Kakeru was a cheerful, outgoing, sporty little kid who stood up for him. But now they're older. Yamato is a tall, good-looking prince, and Kakeru is constantly comparing himself to his more glamorous friends and finding himself wanting. There's a very real possibility that his friendship will survive, let alone transform into the deeper relationship that Yamato fervently hopes for. 5 volumes, Voice came out in Japan in June, and readers who's been following these two would be wondering, if this relationship is ever going to progress. Up till now, the miniature way of Kakeru's self-doubts and sleepless nights have been sympathetically retold, but besides nothing of his self-deprecating excuses to Yamato, there's nothing a single thing about me that you could possibly find attractive. You really want to shake him. The poor kid is self-conscious, but his height or lack of it, and how ordinary he looks when they're out together, and Yamato draws all the admiring gazes because he's tall, looks like an idol, etc. However, it's a insightful way Mika portrays the indecisiveness of the characters that make this such an endearing read. Sometimes drawn the amusing chibis, sometimes by capturing those heart-crushing, embarrassing moments which anyone as being a teenager suffered from a first crush or recognize. It rings true, and Mika's accomplished graphic style is really suited to portraying the characters. I mentioned before the sum of Kakeru's extreme reaction shots, and they are extreme, capturing his inner feelings brilliantly. We may laugh at him, but we feel for him at the same time. Even though the relationship situation is different, there are some parallels to be made here with Aoki's extreme facial interactions shots and My Love Mix Up, art by Aruko, story by Wataru Hidakura. The Empress brings us Volume 5 and another attractive volume with Mika's beautiful color art to the four color pages at the front, featuring a double-page spread of Mikoto, Yamato's younger sister. The very readable translation is again by John Mitsuko Cash and the letter by Alexis Ackerman, which communicates Kakeru's confused inner thoughts and feelings really well. Extras at the end comprise a page of helpful translation notes and the mangakas afterward, as well as several amusing bonus shorts including If Yamato Was Cheerful, Kakeru Was Not. And early on, a page at the recording of the third drama CD, which was released at the same time as Volume 5 in Japan. Still teen rated, turning upwards, I Cannot Reach You continues to offer an engaging and sympathetic view at the pitfalls of crushing on your best friend. It doesn't delve too deeply into problems that can arise with a friend is the same sex as you. 8 out of 10.